Hey guys, it's me, just coming to share a journal that I made for a sewing journal swap over on Junk Journal Junkies. I used a hard book cover. The spine was really in great shape, so I just made the inside a little bit more stable after I took out the pages with a piece of chipboard. Did a few layers of pattern paper to get the color and the great texture. Mod Podged over it. I have a doily, and then some cutouts from the Theodosia Square paper pack, I believe it is. I used a couple different ones, so I'm not sure which one is which. But this is all on one page, and I cut it out separately. So I stuck the dress form back there, and then this little part here, and then it had the word journal. So I cut that out, and then just a strip of other colored paper there. This is some hem tape or bias tape. It's not seam binding, it's bias tape. And I put a thimble and then a bobbin on the ends there just to give them a little bit of weight there. And it is quite chunky, as you can see. I can barely get it to close. And then I have a piece of fabric here on the spine. I just put some fabric tack on there. Also some pieces of ribbon. I did also punch holes and put in some brads. Forgot what they're called. There are 4 signatures. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did the wrap binding. There is a vintage button back here behind the bow, and a bunch of things for my charm here. Some spools that I wrapped some embroidery floss around, and then just some homemade dangles and some dangles dealing with sewing that I got. And then I also did a string where I just tied on some buttons. So that is that. I'll go ahead and open this and show you just how chunky it is. It's not going to take much to make it flop open. Yeah, I have to like put it between my knees to get it to close. As you can see, it's quite chunky. So and again, there are 4 signatures. Actually, I wrote down everything. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I went through and counted everything. So we have 4 signatures with 24 pages each, which is a total of 96. 8 pieces of lace, 2 per signature. 4 needle threader tabs, 2 pattern pockets, 4 pocket pages, 5 ticket tuck spots, 16 tuck spots or tuck pages. It's just where I folded the ends in and made a tuck. 8 doily tucks, which is actually 16 because there's 1 on each side, and they're double tucks because I did paper on the top of the doily. There's also 8 corner tucks and 7 vintage ephemera pieces that I stuck in that I believe most of them, all but one of them, are actual tuck spots. And then I'm not sure how many tags or what's going on here. I did a lot. So just a quick flip through. These pages are actually from the original book. After I wrapped around the pattern paper, Mod Podged that all down, let it dry. I did also reinforce the spine with some Tyvek. Thank you to the post office for free envelopes. So I put this paper down. It was white. It was way too white. So I just vintage photo just to distress it a bit. And then a piece of cardstock, which I did also distress a little bit as well. So all of the lace are on the pattern papers. So there's quite a few. And there's no 2 pieces of lace that are the same. They're all different, which I thought would be kind of cool. So we'll just flip through. I got some great little stamped images from Lynn over on the Thrifty Fun group where we share items. It's pretty cool. If you want to get in, Tammy Klein or Lynn, it's either Johnson or Thompson. I'm sorry, Lynn, I don't remember. Anyway, so I got those from her, and then I had a embossing folder, so I just embossed some white cardstock and ran over it with some vintage photo. There's my ticket tuck spots. Let's see if I can focus a bit. There we go. All paper, including the pattern paper, is tea/coffee dyed. It's a mixture. So here's one of the tuck pages. For the tags, I had made some manila folder, a little manila folder journal, and I had some left over, so I tea dyed them, and then I put pieces of the pattern paper and stamped on these with some Tim Holtz sewing stamps. And there's a lot of sewing in here. It was actually so much fun to actually get out the sewing machine and sew on paper. It's different, but I did enjoy it. So there's another journaling. This is from the Theodosia Square as well. I sewed it in for a corner tuck. It's a tag and some more images. And on the back side, I stapled just a little vintage ephemera piece here. It is a tuck spot. It is open. Piece of tracing paper, a doily that's been tea dyed. Yeah, the only thing I didn't tea coffee dye is the tracing paper. So another pattern paper with the lace. I did do a tuck spot here. This is another image from Lynn, and some more paper. It's pretty much like pattern paper or some kind of different paper, and then normal copy paper that I've colored. I do also have some of these from a little pack that I got at the dollar store. I just stuck them in there. So, and then I have this, which is the tuck pocket page with a bigger tag. And I did put the pattern paper on the side that was more plain, so that the backs would show the coffee dye. So, and it's pretty much the same throughout the whole book. Just different papers, so I'm not going to really pull out every little thing. Let's see, you can tuck under the doily or under the paper as well. And I sewed those on. And another image, just a little sewing machine there. Some tracing paper, the other side of the pocket page, the other tuck page. That is the end of signature. Oh, kidding. That is not the end. That's the middle. Doily. Some more tucking. More tuck spots. Stay in there. Paper. Pattern paper. And that is the end of first signature. I do only have 2 of these, which I cut a piece of pattern paper and glued it on both sides so that I didn't have to sew them in. Originally I was going to open it up and put some Tyvek and reinforce it to sew, because I was going to do the pamphlet stitch, but the chipboard I put in with the cover was just too thick, and I didn't want to mess it up, so I just did it this way. So that's there, and that's open for stuff, and I did do a half circle punch. Okay, so signature 2. Oh, did I show the... Oh, there it is. The needle threader, I just staple it on. My little mini stapler was strong enough to hold it on there, so I thought it was kind of cute. So some more lace. Some of these are open enough you can tuck in them. And there are a lot of tuck spots. I didn't fill all of them. Obviously, the book's a little full, and I do apologize, but it is the wrap, so if it's too much, you can take some out, whoever gets it. And I had a few of these images left over, so I just kind of tucked them in because they're blank on the other side, so I figured you could journal on them or put a picture on them or whatever you want to do. This is another stamped image. And I believe those are ATC size, so 2 by 3 or 2.5 by 3. Coffee paper, tracing paper, another image. These ones I did leave pure white just for the sake of time. I've had some family issues come up and I was really worried I wasn't actually going to get this done. I mean, I've had everything, I just haven't put it together. So I would, if I have time, I will go back and distress those a little bit so they're not so white. But yeah, so here's some old buttons. They were $1. My grandma is really sick, so she has a ton of crafting items, and you know, every time I go visit, I go shopping at grandma's, and so I bring home some new stuff all the time. I love sewing. Tracing, copy, it's another image, and journaling paper, copy paper, and here is that doily, tuck. I just tucked this in here. I don't know if maybe somebody might want to put something on the back here. There's only one little snap there. I'll make that maybe make that a journaling card, or just leave it the way it is. I don't know. Okay, so another tag. I think I might have to put another staple in that guy. Pattern copy. See, this one is big enough you could tuck something in, but because of the size of the book and the way that it's chunky, it doesn't really stay. But I'm going to try and staple this down to help if you want to use that maybe as a tuck. Okay, so there's signature 2, here's 3. And then I have some little tags that I got in from some of the lace that I bought at Value Village. I took the staples out, so there's still marks. And then where the tags were, I peeled them off, but they were sticky, so I just used some paper, had these sewing charms, and made those cute little tags. There's 4 of those. Yeah, 4 of those throughout with the scissors. So here we have this image, and then I had this scrap of paper, and I just folded it. You could write on it just for journaling. It is blank on the back, but yeah, that would be cute to put in there. Here's my, this has a little bit more snaps, but it is a tuck as well. Doily and tracing paper, some pattern paper, some more lace. This is the other pocket tuck page. This is a tuck page. Copy, tracing, some more buttons, which is on the back of this tuck spot with a little a tag in there. And another tuck spot over here on the back. Tracing, copy, a tuck page. And this is the back half of the tuck pocket page. Some more tickets. It's pretty much the same, just kind of moved around. And then I did have some scraps, so I cut them down, and these were coffee dyed. So this is actually from a different journal. I think that pattern paper is like 10 years old. Trying to use up some of the stuff I have. I don't know where it's from or anything, but there's another one. This one's actually open, so you could tuck under it. There's my other pattern paper. Pocket page. I did a half circle on that too. Oh, sorry. I'm not good at filming with one hand. I really need to get a camera. And some of the pages I had a little bit of trouble in, but I thought it's kind of cool. It's a sewing thing. Obviously, you know, not every time you sew is going to be perfect, so I left those in there. I did leave some of the ends dangling. Some of them I cut. Here's another one of those little tags with the scissors. Another tuck spot. Here's another extra paper that I had. I just put some washi tape on it. Get in there. Here we go. Stay flat. Okay. Doily. Another tuck spot. This one has measuring tape washi, white on the front and then black on the inside. Some more copy paper, tuck page with a tag, copy paper, tracing. I had other scraps, so I just folded that and stuck that in there. Here's some hooks and I forget what these ones are called, but yeah, there, that's a tuck as well. Tuck, a lot of tucks. Some more paper that I put some washi tape on. And here's another one. I put this, I think it's spare parts. I just wrapped it around. Paper, modern, doily. There's some hook and eyes that I staple on. That is a tuck as well. Tuck on this side with another one of those scraps. Oh, here's a tag. And I did staple this guy down. You can probably tuck in there. With this staple right here, you won't be able to go very far. And then that one, I don't know if you want to. I stuck the sticky side on the inside. I should just glue it in there or try and staple it there. We'll see. Some more journaling paper, copy paper. There's that last little tab. And then I made a pocket on the back. I distressed it again. Glued on these scissors with some E6000. Yeah, whatever it's called. I had another tag and I stuck it down. Handmade by me with the date. Put some baker's twine in there and then some buttons. I am going to be putting some goodies in there along with the package for whoever does get it. I see it doesn't want to stay. It doesn't want to stay closed. So I apologize in advance, but I hope whoever gets it likes chunky journals. So that is my sewing theme journal. Thank you. Bye.